Download this code from codegive.com, link in the description below. Rate limiting in ASP.NET Core, a comprehensive guide. Rate limiting is a crucial technique for protecting your API or web application from abuse, ensuring fair resource allocation, and maintaining a stable service. It controls the number of requests a client, user, IP address, API key, etc., can make within a specific time window. Without rate limiting, malicious actors can overwhelm your server with requests, leading to denial of service, DOS, attacks, resource exhaustion, and degraded performance for legitimate users. This tutorial will cover different approaches to implementing rate limiting in ASP.NET Core, including custom middleware, using built-in services, if available, and leveraging third-party libraries. We'll explore various rate limiting algorithms and provide practical code examples. 1. Understanding rate limiting concepts. Before diving into code, let's clarify essential rate limiting concepts. Asterisk client identification. Asterisk how do you identify the entity you're throttling? Common methods include asterisk IP address. Asterisk simplest approach, but can be unreliable due to shared IPs, example behind NAT. Asterisk user authentication. Asterisk using authenticated user IDs, from JWT tokens, cookies, etc., provides more accurate rate limiting. Asterisk API key. Asterisk useful for third-party API clients where you control access and can issue unique API keys. Asterisk custom headers / tokens. Asterisk you can define your own custom headers or tokens to identify clients. Asterisk rate limiting algorithms. Asterisk the logic that determines whether a request should be allowed or throttled. Popular algorithms include asterisk fixed window. Asterisk allows a fixed number of requests within a defined time window. Simple to implement but can lead to burst traffic at the start of a new window. Asterisk sliding window. Asterisk a refinement of the fixed window. Instead of discrete windows, it calculates the request rate based on the current timestamp and the past n seconds/minutes. Provides smoother throttling. Asterisk token bucket. Asterisk a virtual bucket is filled with tokens at a defined rate. Each request consumes a token. If the bucket is empty, the request is throttled. Effectively handles burst traffic. Asterisk leaky bucket. Asterisk similar to the token bucket, but the bucket drains at a constant rate, smoothing out traffic spikes. Asterisk throttling response. Asterisk how the server indicates that a client is being rate limited. The standard is to return an HTTP 429, too many requests, status code along with optional headers like asterisk retry after, indicates the number of seconds the client should wait before retrying. Asterisk X ROTA limit, the maximum number of requests allowed within the time window. Asterisk X ROTA limit remaining, the number of requests remaining in the current time window. Asterisk X ROTA limit reset, the timestamp when the current window resets. Asterisk storage. Asterisk where to store the request counts, timestamps, or tokens used by the rate limiting algorithm. Options include asterisk in memory. Asterisk simple and fast, but not suitable for distributed applications or scenarios where the server needs to restart. Asterisk distributed cache, Redis, MEMCH scalable and allows sharing state across multiple server instances. Suitable for production environments. Asterisk database. Asterisk offers persistence and consistency but can be slower than caching. 2. Implementing rate limiting with custom middleware. This is a fundamental approach and offers the most control. We'll implement a basic fixed window rate limiter using IP address as the client identifier. Explanation. Asterisk 1. Rate limiting middleware. Asterisk the core middleware component. Asterisk constructor asterisk takes request delegate, memory cache, and rate limiting options as dependencies. Request delegate is used to invoke the next middleware in the pipeline. Memory cache is used to store request counts. Rate limiting options configure the rate limiting behavior. Asterisk invoke async asterisk the method that's executed for each request. Asterisk client identification asterisk extracts the client's IP address from http context.connection.remote IP address. Asterisk cache lookup asterisk checks the memory cache for a key rate limit _ client ID. This key stores the number of requests made by the client within the current time window. Asterisk rate limit check asterisk if the request count exceeds the permit limit, defined in rate limiting options, it sets the HTTP status code to 429, too many requests, and adds the retry after header indicating how long the client should wait. Asterisk request count update asterisk if the request is allowed, it increments the request count in the cache and resets the cache entry's expiration to the time window. Asterisk next middleware asterisk calls await _ next, context, to continue the request processing pipeline. Two rate limiting options asterisk defines the configuration for the rate limiter. Asterisk permit limit, the maximum number of requests allowed within the time window. Asterisk time window, the duration of the time window. 3 rate limiting middleware extensions asterisk an extension method to easily add the middleware to the request pipeline. How to use asterisk. 1. Register memory cache in program.cs, or startup.cs in older projects. 2. Add the middleware to the pipeline in program.cs, or startup.cs in older projects. Or using default configurations. 3. Place the middleware in the pipeline asterisk. Make sure you add app use rate limiting, before any other middleware that handles requests you want to rate limit, example before app use endpoints, or app use MVC. The middleware order is crucial. Example controller asterisk. Testing asterisk. Send multiple requests to /mycontroller/data in quick succession. You should observe that after exceeding the permit limit within the time window, you'll receive HTTP 429 responses. After the time window expires, you should be able to make requests again. 3. Rate limiting with a distributed cache, Redis example. For a production environment, using a distributed cache like Redis is highly recommended. This ensures rate limiting persists across multiple server instances. 1. Install Redis and the stack exchange.redis NuGet package asterisk. Make sure you have Redis installed and running. Install the stack exchange.redis package in your ASP.NET Core project. 2. Modify the middleware to use Redis asterisk. 3. Configure Redis in program.cs, or startup.cs in older projects. Make sure to add a connection string to your app settings.json file. 4. Add the middleware to the pipeline in program.cs, or startup.cs in older projects. Key changes for Redis asterisk. Asterisk distributed cache asterisk uses distributed cache instead of memory cache. This interface is designed for distributed caching systems like Redis. Asterisk configuration asterisk configure the distributed cache to connect to your Redis server. Asterisk asynchronous operations asterisk uses getString async and setString async for asynchronous Redis operations. Asterisk string conversions asterisk converts request count to and from strings when storing in Redis. 4. Using third-party libraries, ASP.NET Core Rate Limit. ASP.NET Core Rate Limit is a popular NuGet package that provides a flexible and configurable rate limiting solution. It supports various client identification methods, rate limiting algorithms, and storage options. 1. Install the ASP.NET Core Rate Limit NuGet package *. 2. Configure rate limiting services in program.cs, or startup.cs in older projects. 3. Configure app settings.json*. 4. Add the middleware to the pipeline in program.cs, or startup.cs in older projects. Explanation of ASP.NET Core Rate Limit Configuration *. IP rate limiting section *. Enable endpoint rate limiting, enables or disables endpoint specific rate limiting rules. Stack blocked requests, if true, blocked requests are added to a queue and processed later when the rate limit is no longer exceeded. Real IP header, the header to use for retrieving the real IP address of the client, useful when behind a proxy or load balancer. Client ID header, the header to use for retrieving the client ID. HTTP status code, the HTTP status code to return when the rate limit is exceeded, 429 by default. IP whitelist/endpoint whitelist, lists of IP addresses and endpoints that should be excluded from rate limiting. General rules, a list of rate limiting rules that apply to all endpoints or specific endpoints. Endpoint, the endpoint to which the rule applies, use * for all endpoints. Period, the time window for the rule, example 1s for 1 second, 1m for 1 minute, 1h for 1 hour, 1d for 1 day. Limit, the maximum number of requests allowed within the period. IP rate limit policies section *. Allows you to define rate limiting policies based on IP addresses. You can specify different rules for different IP addresses. Advantages of ASP.NET Core Rate Limit *. Flexibility * supports IP-based, client ID-based, and endpoint-specific rate limiting. Configuration-driven * rate limiting rules are defined in configuration files, example app settings.json, making it easy to modify without recompiling. Storage options * supports in-memory, readies, and other storage options. Extensibility * you can customize the middleware by implementing your own iRate limit processor, IIP policy store, and iRate limit counter store. 5. Advanced considerations. Load balancers and proxies * if your application is behind a load balancer or proxy, you'll need to configure your rate limiting middleware to retrieve the client's IP address from the appropriate header, example X forwarded for, X real IP. The ASP.NET Core Rate Limit library allows specifying the real IP header to use. API versioning * if you're using API versioning, you might want to apply different rate limits to different versions of your API. You can customize your middleware or use ASP.NET Core Rate Limit endpoint specific rules to achieve this. Monitoring and logging * implement monitoring and logging to track rate limiting events. This can help you identify potential abuse and fine-tune your rate limiting rules. You can log when requests are throttled, the client IP address, and the specific rate limiting rule that was triggered. Custom error messages * provide informative error messages to clients who are being rate limited. Explain why they are being throttled and how long they need to wait before retrying. Conclusion. Rate limiting is an essential defense against abuse and resource exhaustion. This tutorial provides a comprehensive overview of various rate limiting techniques in ASP.NET Core, from building custom middleware to leveraging third-party libraries like ASP.NET Core Rate Limit. Choose the approach that best suits your application's needs, considering factors such as scalability, configuration flexibility, and storage requirements. Remember to thoroughly test your rate limiting implementation and monitor its performance in a production environment. Remember to choose an algorithm that best suits your application's needs. Token bucket is often a great one to use.